Welcome back to WSJ Live. You're watching the News Hub. I'm Kelsey Hubbard. Thank you for joining us and happy Valentine's Day. We'll see if the markets show anybody some love today. We did get some good news on the jobless claims front. Chris Dieterich is here to join us to tell us about it. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. So some positive news then on the economic front.
That's right. A big day in economic data all over the world. So in the U.S., jobless claims come in, a little bit better than expectations, and that's going to stock futures were down a little bit, buoyed a little bit. So that's good news on the U.S. front. Unfortunately, we have a couple, right? A couple other.
Not so good news. Such good news there.
That's right. We got a couple sort of grim readings on the broader economy, both in Europe and in Japan. So in the Eurozone, that 17-nation currency block, GDP there, which is sort of a broad reading of the broader economy, goods and services produced. That falls pretty sharply. Actually, the sharpest drop in the fourth quarter of the last 3 months of last year in 4 years.
And we saw European stocks down actually this morning.
That's right, so down pretty sharply, and both those readings, kind of the worst fears filtering into the big growth engines there, Germany and France both, and that's going to hit their stocks a little bit harder than the broader economy there. So concerns, obviously, because Germany and France are holding up a little bit better, and that's going to be bad news.
In news today, Japan's GDP also lower?
Right, similar story there. That's the third straight contraction there in Japan, so big economy there, not doing so well also.
Right, so what three stocks are people going to be watching today?
Right, well, General Motors is one to watch, certainly. That stock is a little bit down. They missed expectations, but there's good news on, see, an interesting story there also. In North America, they've done a good job selling cars, so earnings are coming in, but again, their sales in Europe are going to lag for the reasons that we just discussed.
Right.
So that stock's down a little bit this morning.
And what about Cisco?
Another one to watch. Cisco looks like it's going to be the biggest decliner on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. They make networking products, and while they beat analyst estimates last night, but their sort of guidance for the current quarter is a little bit softer than expected. Some tentative, cautious optimism about the economy there. So that stock's down a little bit more than 1% in the pre-market.
Okay, and your last stock you're looking at?
Another one to look at is Mondelez International. It might not sound as familiar as Kraft Foods. It was the former Kraft Foods, so that company split off into two companies in October. Mondelez is the one that makes things like Oreo cookies, Ritz crackers, also down pretty sharply. They're incurring a lot of different costs related to this October split. So that stock also down a little bit over 1% in the pre-market.
All right, Chris Dieterich, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.